Hello strawberries, and welcome back to another vlog. Starting off this week, I got an order last night. Yay. So they got an orange, a pink and a red strawberry, and a lemon. So I'm wondering, so I went ahead and switched everything to all the coaster listings to only single coaster listings. So I'm curious if I'm gonna get more orders like this where they mix it up, where people mix it up. So that's exciting. I'm gonna pack this up. Sweet Potato is playing with her toy. Sorry for the noise. So I need to pack this up, and then I need to finish editing last week's vlog, and then I will start working on peppermint coasters. New coaster for this year. Yay! So that is the plan.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong, that I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go. Feet away, she's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive.
So I went to Walmart and I'm back now. I haven't started on these yet, but I did pick up this darker green yarn because all I have is the light green, right? That's the only green I have. So I picked up some of this deeper green to do green peppermints too. Yay! So it is currently 2:20 already, but I'm going to get started on making more of these. I wish I did the joining part better. This part annoys me, but anyways, I'm gonna get started. I'll make the red ones first, and then I'll make the green ones.
Here I stand with roses in my hand, like planting seeds in desert sands, but still I'm underneath your spell, wishing down an empty well, to see how we felt then, way back when, way back when. Still, I'm sitting still atop that old dirt hill, feeling unintentional again.
It is Wednesday. Yesterday I got 14 done. Technically 16, but these ones I was struggling a little bit because of the way you make them. You go out this way first, and you go up and down around instead of around, if that makes sense. So these two just ended up being, you can kind of see that they're just smaller. And it doesn't seem like too big of a deal, but I can't decide. Well, maybe it's fine. I couldn't get consistent sizing, which bothers me if I'm completely honest. But like these two, this back one is bigger. So I am struggling a little bit when it comes to getting the size right. I mean, they are close to the same size, but like this one, I think this one specifically is a lot smaller than even this one. So maybe I'll accept this one and say 15. I got 15 done. Because yeah, if you pull the, I'm showing you the back, but if you pull the edges around, it kind of helps flatten it and stretch it out a little bit. But I'll take that one. This one though just really is too small. Like, yeah. So 15, I got 15 done of the red, and then I only have this much red left, which isn't enough. So I am moving on to making the green ones. But I did last night add some of my coasters to TikTok shop. I'm not linking my TikTok shop to my TikTok. I explained in another video at some point about why I'm not gonna link the two together. Once I link it to my TikTok account, then my TikTok account turns into a business account, and then I can no longer use like any of the actually good sounds. So I don't want to limit the sounds I can use. I just figured it's another opportunity for possible other sales, in addition to Etsy. So I added most of them. I think I don't have the hearts on there, and I don't have the flowers, but I do have, and I don't have the pumpkins because we're going into the holidays, but I have the holiday cats, the pastel cats, wreath coasters, apple coasters, the eggs, watermelons, lemons, oranges, and strawberries. So I have those ones on there. All the rest are, the other ones are not. Like, I didn't do the black and beige cat coasters, and I didn't do the flowers, like I said. It's pretty early in the morning. It's 7:48. So I'm going to do my best to stay focused and get some green peppermints made. Do my best to figure out how to be consistent with sizing, because it does bother me that they're all different sizes, but I'm trying to, like, you know, they're handmade. So there's going to be inconsistencies, even though it irks me personally. But I think that's just a little bit of a perfectionist issue, because I get weird about certain things. Other things, it could care less. It's like, oh, it's fine. But then sometimes certain things I just get real particular about. Anyways, enough rambling from me. I'm going to get started on green peppermints. Yay!
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either
Okay, so it has been a couple days, few days. I'm pretty sure the last time I filmed anything, said anything was like Wednesday or something like that. Thursday I ended up cleaning. Friday was the day after trick-or-treat, so there was no school, so the kids were home. And then this weekend my kid's dad was home. Normally he works on the weekends, but he didn't, and so when he's home it throws me off. Well, he wasn't really home Saturday, but I was just still working on these. But I got all of them done. I got the red ones and the green ones. So the peppermints and the spearmints are both done. 40 coasters in a week. So, you know, it's the best I've probably done. Yeah. But that's because they didn't take very long to make, so it was easy to do them quickly. And I discovered how I had those ones that were too small. It's not that. The reason why it's smaller is because this one has 7 sections. This one only has 6. So I messed up on when I made the magic ring. I messed up right off the bat for these ones. So that's why they're smaller. And even though I stretched it, it still isn't actually the right size. So I took these 2 out. I'll just keep them for myself. And now all the rest are pretty consistent in size. So, yeah. So there's that. Oh, I got more red yarn in that I bought, but then I also bought these foam heads for to have at like craft shows and things, especially to just show how hats fit, especially like the cat beanies, because which I made this one over the weekend because I was wearing Sunday. We decided to go to like a train show thing for my son because he likes trains. It ended up not being what we thought it was, but I wanted to make a cat beanie to match my one striped sweater, but then I didn't really like how either of them looked on me. This one just turned out too orange, and I was really hoping that by the time I got to this part it was more of that deep pink color, but it wasn't. Excuse me. Oh, thank you for sitting right there. But anyways, when that's crazy. When they're laying flat, they just look like this, and I feel like people don't really understand what they're supposed to look like. So I got Potato, can you please get off the computer? So I got foam heads so that, you know, people can see that it's supposed to be little cat ears. But I just didn't like how they looked, or maybe just how they fit me. I think for myself, I'd have to make it even just a little bit smaller, like not doing as many chains across this way, because I just got tiny head. So I'm just going to end up listing these ones at some point. So that's that. So yeah. Oh, I switched my bedding over to like a Christmassy situation over there. So I did that too. That I did this morning. And it's only 8:16. But anyways, that was pretty much my week. Mostly just trying to get these coasters done. And I did. In a week. I am proud of myself. They are already listed. I posted a YouTube short about them yesterday, but they are already up on Etsy. I did also, I think I mentioned I opened my TikTok shop back up, and originally I wasn't going to link my TikTok account to the TikTok shop, but I kind of noticed that, like, I don't really go for like the trending sounds, it seems like, anyways. So I just kind of figured I just kind of use sounds that I think are cute and kind of match the vibe of the video. So it doesn't really matter if they're like the commercial non-copyrighted songs. So I just went ahead and linked it, because then I know for a fact people are able to like view my listings on there. If it's linked to my page, they can just directly from my TikTok account shop if they want to. But I know it'll take some time to like get some sales on there. I used to get sales on there before, but my stuff was also cheaper. So I don't know. We'll see. I posted more often this past weekend on Instagram Reels. I'm really trying to remember that like I can recycle old reels. But I'm also, I think for a while my algorithm on Instagram, especially my business page, with Instagram, you watch something completely through and you like it, and then that immediately starts flooding your feed. So like sometimes I'll go through phases where everything I'm seeing like isn't knit or crochet related. I get a lot of cat videos, I will say that. But recently I've kind of switched my algorithm back into like knitting and crocheting, and the way I want to knit a sweater so bad. I think what I might do eventually is I have the drop shoulder sweater where the sleeves are way too long. So I just don't wear it anyways, and it's like a summer sweater, which doesn't quite make sense. And though, because I used like 4 strands of yarn together, it's also really heavy. So I think what I might do is unravel that sweater, even though it is very pretty, and wind up the yarn but in 2 strands instead of 4, and use that at some point to do a sweater. Maybe. This is like much like possibly the beginning of the new year kind of project. Peeper tail. But anyways, I have lots of ideas and plans in my head, and I'm not always good at getting them out. That tends to be what I struggle with most of the time. Anyways. Oh, I totally forgot. I worked on my logo some more for quite a while, only to end up keep not liking how it was turning out and just going with the last draft I had. So my logo has been updated, and I just went with the last draft that I had of it, because I kept trying to like rework it, and I was just constantly, it didn't have the look I want, because I couldn't remember the brushes I couldn't remember the brushes I used the first time. So it just constantly was not having the look I want. And then like sometimes I think what happens is the more you work on it, like the worse you make it sometimes. And the more I kept comparing it to the last draft I had of it, I kept liking the last draft like significantly more. So I was like, well, I keep comparing it to this one, and I really do like how this one looks, so I'll just go with that one. So that's what I did. So that has been updated. Once I get through all of, I just bought more thank you cards, but once I get through all of these, then I will order thank you cards that I designed to start putting in orders. But there's like 50 of these, so it'll be a while before that happens. Anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here. If you made it this far in the video, leave a candy emoji down in the comments. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, I do my best to post every Wednesday at 10. And I will see you. Oh yeah, so hit the subscribe button. That would be very helpful, so that you can continue to see more videos from me and they'll pop up for you, you know. Anyways. So with that being said, I will see you next time. Bye! But I didn't like how either one, oh my god.